A massive herd of displaced animals started wandering aimlessly across our server after their home biome was destroyed, and guiding them safely to new territory became the most complex wildlife management adventure I had ever attempted. The crisis began when a massive TNT griefing attack completely destroyed the Great Plains, leaving hundreds of cows, sheep, pigs, and horses without food or shelter. The confused animals started scattering in every direction, many wandering into dangerous territories where they wouldn't survive. I found the first group of displaced cattle standing lost in a desert, slowly starving while surrounded by hostile mobs that spawned each night. They had no idea how to find their way to safety, and time was running out before they became too weak to travel. Organizing a wildlife rescue operation required coordination with every major settlement on the server. We needed to map safe migration routes, establish feeding stations, and create temporary shelters across thousands of blocks of terrain. The journey itself was like nothing I had ever experienced, leading 300 animals through hostile biomes while protecting them from zombie attacks, preventing them from falling into ravines, and keeping the different species from wandering off in separate directions. River crossings were the most challenging obstacles. Building temporary bridges strong enough for heavy livestock while keeping nervous horses from panicking in the water required engineering solutions I had to invent on the spot. The expedition took 2 weeks of careful travel, with relay teams of players providing food, medical care, and protection throughout the journey. We lost some animals along the way, but saved far more than anyone thought possible. When we finally reached the fertile grasslands that would become their new home, watching the exhausted animals recognize safe territory and begin grazing peacefully was one of the most beautiful sights I had ever witnessed. The rescued animals thrived in their new environment and eventually became the foundation for the most prosperous farming region our server had ever seen. Sometimes the most rewarding adventures are the ones where you help entire communities find their way to a better life, even when those communities can't ask for help themselves.